Shalom, call halal, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Bahashim Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops that taught us this truth. Shabbat Shalom and salutations to all the brothers that push the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect Tabernacle of David. To the Aquat that are listening and learn, being a pillar of rest. 144,000 and one-third, the hopeful elect of Israel. I'm the brother Yahshua, back with the WW3 Daily Update. Shabbat Shalom. I'm going to keep it simple and short. Jeremiah 49:20 says, Therefore hear this, Salakia, therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Edom. Edom is the so-called white man. And his purposes that he hath proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. So what's going on here is these Edomites by name, see, and the least of the flock being Amalek, right, the flock of Edomites, are stirring up these people to fight. And they're leading the charge. They're the ones that are fighting, right? And people are saying, hey, you got to stop fighting, right? Are they going to stop, or are they going to make it so that everybody has to fight? Okay? This is CBN News. This is a little Christian news channel that they're probably going to say something that I don't like. But we're spitting out the bones and getting at the meat. They are giving their side, if you will, of what's going on in the war. So we'll go ahead and take a look at it. Israel at war, day 68. That's significant. U.S. steps up pressure on Israel for war or to stop fighting. Let's see what they say. See, because this is misleading at best. Right? Let's see what they say.
Hello and welcome to Update Israel at War, Day 68. I'm Chris Mitchell. The U.S. is stepping up its pressure on Israel over the war against Hamas. President Joe Biden warned that Israel could start to lose global support for over what he called indiscriminate bombing in Gaza. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is publicly pushing back against the president's plan for Gaza after the war. Despite the pressure, Israeli leaders are determined to destroy Hamas. President Biden called for a change in Israel's current government, claiming it's, quote, making it very difficult for Prime Minister Netanyahu to move. While pledging continued military assistance to Israel, he criticized what he called indiscriminate bombing of Gaza and added, they have to be careful. The whole world's public opinion can shift overnight. We can't let that happen. There's also disagreement about what happens in Gaza after the war. In a statement thanking the U.S. for its support, Netanyahu repeated his opposition to the administration's stance on the Palestinian Authority ruling the territory.
I want to clarify my position. I will not let Israel repeat the Oslo mistake. I will not allow that after the great sacrifice of our citizens and fighters, we bring into Gaza those who teach terrorism, support terrorism, finance terrorism. Gaza will be neither Hamastan nor Fatahstan.
Tuesday, the UN General Assembly voted for an immediate ceasefire. Israeli Ambassador Gilad Erdan blasted the vote.
No piece of paper, especially one that is adopted by a biased, politicized majority, will prevent Israel from defending itself against those that seek our destruction. Israel is fighting a war for her future. There is not a single member state here, not a single member state here that would act differently in a similar situation.
This is the least of the flock drawing them out. Hey, we're going to fight and we're going to make everybody else fight. This is what we're watching right now, prophecy.
A Wall Street Journal poll showed a majority of Americans support Israel in its fight against Hamas. 55% said Israel is taking the military action needed to defend itself and prevent another attack by Hamas, while only 25% said Israel's military action is disproportionate and going too far. Meanwhile, in Gaza, 8 Israeli soldiers died in the fighting on Tuesday, while the Wall Street Journal is reporting the IDF has started pumping seawater into Hamas's tunnels, to destroy one of its main military assets and drive out top leaders. Chris Mitchell, CBN News, Jerusalem. Today we want to bring you the second half of our interview with David Bedeen, the investigative journalist from the Center for Near East Policy Research. We continued our conversation about UNRWA, the United Nations Relief Works Agency, and its relationship with Hamas.
Okay, so we're gonna stop it right there. Yeah, it's crazy, right? You got these movies popping up. You had Leave the World Behind. Now you got Civil War. Where's that at? Right here. Civil War is coming. All right, so war all the time. We're in the time of war. Let's get that real quick. Okay. Wars are not going nowhere, folks. Right? Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. To everything there is a season and a time, to every purpose under the heaven. Let's read 2. A time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time, jump down to 8, Ecclesiastes 3 and 8, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. So there's one against the other. Where are we? We're here, a time of war. That ain't going away. Okay? Let's start right here. Second Ezra and 16 and 1. Woe be unto thee, America and Asia. Woe be unto thee, America and Syria. Okay? Babylon the Great and spiritual Egypt right there. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. War. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? Okay. Jump down to 8. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? Where were we? Second Ezra 16 and 17. Woe is me, who would deliver me from in those days? Okay. Behold, famine. Oh, I jumped 18. Second Ezra 16 and 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death. And here it is. The beginning of wars, plural. Okay. And the power shall stand in fear in the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? These bad times. War is a bad, bad time. All right? Anyway, we're going to leave it right there. You got to prepare yourself. Get ready. Because nobody has a resort that they could go to while the war is. You got the war, right? You got this. You got this, Israel at war. And then, look, what's this? This is war right here. And who else is going to be here fighting? China might be here fighting. Russia might be here fighting. Muslims might be here fighting. Here in America. You understand? So we are at war. Let's get this on the way out. As per usual. Revelation 11 and 14, the second woe is past. Second woe meaning World War II. War. And behold, the third woe cometh quickly. World War III. With that, we hope that the elect are edified. You brothers and sisters, keep your head up. Here we go. Shabbat Shalom.